What happened to Abigail Williams and Liberty German? Part 3. After an hour of searching to no avail, at approximately 5:20 p.m., Mike contacted the police and reported Abby and Libby as missing. Becky contacted Abby's mother, Anna Williams, who had not yet been notified of her daughter's absence. When Anna failed to answer, Becky arrived at Anna's workplace, a restaurant, and explained the details of the girl's lack of response in person. Frustrated with her daughter's presumed irresponsibility, Anna had yet to expect the worst. Anna, like Becky, believed that they had simply lost track of time, or wandered too far off and had gotten lost as a result. All Anna had in mind during this time was the stern talking to she was going to have to deliver to Abby when they were finally found. Authorities arrived on the scene within a half hour after they were notified of the pair's absence. In the beginning, nobody suspected that the girls met with foul play. The family was questioned at the sheriff's office. Kelsey was questioned more extensively as she was the last person to see the girls. When asked if Libby had posted on any social media platforms, Kelsey opened Snapchat, the app that she knew Libby used most frequently. On Snapchat, there were two crucial images that were uploaded to Libby's Snapchat story. The first photo was an artistic, black and white image of the bridge. The second photo shows Abby crossing the bridge toward Libby. The photos were estimated to have been uploaded around 2:07 p.m. Law enforcement attempted to ping Libby's cell phone far into the evening, but with no success. It was believed that Libby's phone had lost battery life, or had been deliberately turned off. Law enforcement continued to question the family about the girls' internet usage and social media presence but turned up short on leads. Abby did not own a cell phone and would not be permitted to own one until the end of the school year. Abby's only electronic device was her Amazon Kindle tablet, which she had received for Christmas. However, it was discovered that Abby had a Facebook profile that her mother was unaware of. Anna had told Abby that she wasn't allowed to be on Facebook as she was 13, 1 year under 14, Facebook's minimum age requirement to open an account. It was discovered on this Facebook profile that Abby had a male friend on this account that Anna did not know about. However, this lead was quickly exhausted. Anna said that investigators told her almost immediately that they were fairly certain that the girls had not arranged a meeting with someone they met online. As many as 100 local volunteers, as well as the Delphi Fire Department and the Department of Natural Resources, assisted law enforcement in the search effort. The search was officially called off at nearly midnight. It wasn't an individual decision. Rather, there was a meeting amongst several emergency responders. The consensus was that it was too dark to safely traverse the terrain in such conditions, and the search would officially resume the following morning. Moreover, Sheriff Tobe Leazenby noted that law enforcement had no reason to believe the girls were in imminent danger. In an interview where Leazenby was questioned about why the search was called off, he answered, "We had learned as far as their history whether they went to each other's homes and did not communicate that to other family members. That had happened in the past. There had been times when the girls had been elsewhere and had not told their parents or grandparents where exactly they were." February 14th. Although the search was officially called off, local volunteers continued to search until the morning. The search officially resumed shortly after sunrise at 8:15 a.m. About 100 searchers were distributed maps and divided into groups of 10 to 20 people. After searching until noon, the girls' bodies were finally discovered. A few minutes prior to discovering the bodies, a volunteer had asked Kelsey what shoes the girls were wearing. Kelsey replied that Libby was wearing black Nike sneakers. The shoe the volunteer found belonged to Libby. When it was announced that they found Libby's sneaker, a deep sense of dread set in. Kelsey was coming to accept that the outcome wasn't going to be good. Just moments later, the same volunteer perceived a sudden movement near the trees out of the corner of his eye. The volunteer used his cell phone to zoom in on the area where he had sensed the movement. On his screen were two curious deer, examining the ground floor. As the volunteer approached the deer, he found the lifeless bodies of Abby and Libby on the north side of Deer Creek on private property less than a mile away from the south end of the bridge. By 1 p.m., authorities had secured the crime scene. The FBI became involved immediately. The FBI and Indiana State Police worked 24 hours a day over the course of the following several days to collect crime scene evidence. Though this information was never publicly released by investigators, the police transcripts state that girls' undergarments were located in the creek beneath the bridge. A relatively fresh cigarette butt was also found in the vicinity of the creek, though it is unclear whether the cigarette was found in the water or by the edge of the creek. Caroll County Prosecutor Robert Ives examined the crime scene in anticipation of a future trial. Robert Ives said that there was a lot of evidence and described the crime scene as odd as well as physically strange, and was shocked to find that the case wasn't solved within a matter of days.